Hi you guys, it's Stephanie with Coffee Paper Scissors. So I am struggling trying to make a video. I'm not quite sure why. It's not maybe necessarily that I'm having to be in the living room right now, but possibly, I don't really know. But I made a video on sometime this weekend, and then I couldn't put it up, and I don't remember why. Oh, I filmed it so that you could only see half of what I was doing. I think that's what it was. And then I tried to kind of do the same thing again. And in the second video, I think that I was crabby about the first video. And so I really just sound like a very unpleasant person, and I don't want to sound that way. So, two videos that you won't be seeing. They were fabulous videos otherwise, you know, really Oscar type things. I would have gotten an award, I'm sure. So I am going to try and make a video for you guys. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. So I have a mess. Like I say, I'm in the living room, halfway into the dining room. I've got stuff everywhere. I'm taking over. I'm trying to clean up you know, by the end of the day so that people don't want to, you know, strangle me looking at my mess. So, I don't know. I've got a whole nother week of this, and in a week, I've got to put all of this stuff away. So hopefully I'll finish this journal by then. I have to put all of this stuff away and then move all the furniture out of the bedrooms again to hopefully get the floor laid. I'm telling you, if it doesn't happen, somebody's gonna get hurt. I don't know. I'm just saying. All right, I have several things kind of prepared. So I thought I would turn the camera on and see if we can get some things done. I don't know. We will see. I have some label type things that I found, and I will list below the things that I have purchased on Etsy. I probably should have shown you guys before I cut everything out, but there's just a whole bunch of things, ephemera type stuff. And this was HomeBookandTreasure. And then I found these on, what is it, PinkMonarchPrints? I think that's what the name of that's called. Anyway, I will list it below in the description box if you're interested in either of those. And this apple crisp thing was like one of these, but I cut it apart. I'll explain what this thing here. And so in the video that I made twice, and you won't be seeing, is when I made, actually I kind of like it in a little bit. I'll do this one off to the side. Maybe, no? Do I like it over? Maybe I like it over. That's fine. I made this and showed you guys how I did that. And so, you know, nope. Sorry, it's not happening. But I'll explain kind of what I did. None of this is attached. It's just all kind of in the way. Okay, so what I did here was I cut out, obviously, 3 pockets. I did a big pocket, and then I did 2 smaller pockets. So if I were able to pull this pocket up, you would see there's a pocket back here, and then there's one here. And then I just did a thumb hole, and then, you know, thumb hole, and then you glue it down in the right order, otherwise things are not gonna work quite right. And then they just end up being little pockets. So in this one, I just used one of my stamps and a little sticker there on the back. And I took my my 1-inch circle punch, and I just kind of cut it and made a tab there and sewed over it. So that one goes in there. And then in this one, I made a little journaling card. And this ribbon, I don't know. I think I got it at Hobby Lobby, but I'm not sure. Anyway, I ran it all the way down here and then up and over to make the tab. I thought that was kind of cute, and then stitched on it. And this is a stamp that I have. So that one goes up there in the top. And then, so right now I'm making a journaling card to stick down inside of there. And I've been sitting here messing with this and okay, finally I'm like, Stephanie, you just need to do it. I don't know. I hesitate so much, and I don't know. So this I found in a book, and I will show you guys the book when I'm done making the journaling card. I'm going to try really hard to stay in camera. I mentioned the other day, I don't know if it was in a video you guys saw or not, but I said I need to re-ink my distress ink pad. I don't think that I do, because I've been inking other things and it inks fine. I think it's this paper. It doesn't want to accept it, you know? It just, maybe there's just too much of a gloss to it or something, and it just kind of, I don't know, it won't take it. Because when I do the back, see, I mean, it takes it quite well, I think. So I think it's just the paper. See, maybe a darker distress ink would have been the way to go on this particular paper. I don't know. Now, I should have gone ahead and rounded the corners on this. The way things have been going for me, I need to stand up and make sure I'm actually recording this. Here in just a second. Okay, it is recording. All right, and so I'm going for the farm theme. I'm trying to do like a fall farm theme, and this is kind of hard, actually. I've been looking a lot on Etsy for, I'm changing the width and everything. Okay. I've been looking on Etsy for, you know, printables, and actually having a little bit of a hard time. I should have brought a glue stick. Let me see if I have a glue stick here. I actually bought some new glue sticks that were suggested to me by Kimberly, one of my subbies, and I did buy some, Kim. But now they're in my craft room unopened, so I'm just going to use this one. It's just to hold it down while I stitch. Look at that. That's fine. And I've been sitting here forever this morning trying to figure out where I wanted to place this. And finally I said, Stephanie, turn on the camera and just make the doggone journaling card. So we're going to see how it turns out together. Okay, so I didn't put glue on the edges. It's just kind of in the center. And I'm going to zigzag around this, hopefully getting it partially on the image and partially off. And again, it's really hard to do when I'm trying to keep my head out and see where everything is. I don't know. Hopefully this is okay. That's working okay, I guess. A little wobbly. I'm kind of going back and forth with it, but you know, it's all right. Yeah, that helps. I've been sitting here fussing with it, like I said, and it just wasn't looking right. And I thought, you know, it's probably the stitching and I need to just go for it. I'm just gonna cut it there. Normally when I stitch around something, I start the stitching at the bottom. I don't know why I started at the top corner this time, but that's all right. Fuzz on there. Okay, so there's that. Now I want to, isn't that a really cool advertisement? I think you guys are gonna like the book. I'll show you here in just a second. I'm gonna move this out of the way for a minute. And I want to just glue it down, I think, to this. And we're just gonna go for it. I think maybe I'll do, and then I'm gonna stitch. And you know, some of this is gonna, I don't know if it'll be, how obvious it'll be because it's not real thick paper, but I don't know, we'll see. Trying to line it up. Did you see how I just moved myself back into camera? I know I was out of camera, wasn't I? My husband wants to buy me something where I can see myself. I can look up and see what I'm doing. I don't know if I'd actually think to look up. I might. I guess it probably becomes a habit. So if any of you guys do this, and I'm just wondering, like, I just use my phone, and I think a lot of people just use their phone. But if you're using something other than a phone, what are you using? I don't want to have to use something that requires a giant tripod, because the way where I have to have my desk, there's no way I could have something, you know, in front of my desk. It won't work in my room. So I am interested to know if any of you guys know of a camera that's a small enough, not too heavy camera, but has one of those flip up, you know, display type things. I would be interested in knowing what you use, or whatever, you know, like, is there some other way that I don't know about? I'm sure there is, because I don't know about much, but some other way to film and be able to see yourself while you're doing it. That doesn't take too much technical savvy, because I don't have technical savvy. Like I always say, it's like magic to me that any of this works. So, all right. So there's that. Now I'm gonna stitch around, but just, wait a minute. Think for a second, Stephanie. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a regular stitch around this. Let's see. And lengthen it just a little bit. And I am going to actually start it up here because it's going to be hidden. I'm going to put a tab up here. Definitely not straight stitching. Kind of going everywhere, I think. run it through and not backstitch on that. It'll be fine. Okay, so that's cute. It definitely looks better now that I've stitched, because I was, like I said, I've really been messing with it. Okay. Now, these aren't exactly fall colors, but kind of, you know, like with the little brown in there. I don't know. And I'm struggling to know for sure, like, what makes it look farm-y, you know? So, I don't know. We're just gonna do it my way and my idea of farm. We'll see what other people think. I don't know. I should tack that down with a little bit of glue before I start trying to stitch it. This is one of those cases that art glitter glue works really well for this, but I don't have any at my desk, I don't think. But I guess this will work too. Okay, so my glue is down here. I'm gonna stitch here, and I'm gonna go back to the zigzag. And just kind of maybe I'll do one more. Okay. Now I have these labels I thought would be cute sticking on here. This says blessed, divinely or supremely favored, fortunate. So I think I'll just, I don't know, off to the side is always good. We'll do that. And I'm just going to ink to get the white edge. Actually, I might put a little on top, just a little. Yep. I'm working off camera again. All right. I do feel like it needs something right here, and I might end up, you know, adding something. I don't know what. A button. I don't know. I like buttons. Maybe a little piece of rickrack at some point. Just kind of maybe a sideways piece of rickrack with a button on top. I will probably do that. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm not gonna do it right now because I don't even know where my buttons are, honestly. But I do like that, and I think it'll stay. So I'm gonna leave that with that and stick it in the pocket. I like it. So I think the colors are nice. I think it looks like fall. I just don't know that it looks like farm. So that's my struggle. Let's finish this page, and then I'm gonna stitch around this. Lots of stitching. Hope you guys don't mind. I'm not sure how much this is gonna show up because it's a lighter brown, but we'll see. I always think it's really hard to do a small piece of fabric because I'm afraid it's gonna get pulled down into the machine. I am still videoing, just so you know.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so there's a little stitch around. I don't know if you can see it very well or not. I'm just gonna cut off those little bits. I think it would be cute to stitch around this, but I'm not going to, because it's hard to stitch around a circle. All right, I'm gonna use Fabri-Tac to glue this down. I'm gonna try to anyway. Okay, so I'm thinking I wanted to have it sort of like that-ish. And I think that's fine. I'll just use the other glue. Lots of glue. Okay. So I think that's cute. And I do like this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and stick it down with some Fabri-Tac, and then if I go to put a button on top, then I'll just, you know, hot glue it down or something like that. Really cute. I love that. Okay, so there's that page. Let me show you the, I have some other things to do on the page previous. Let me show you that book. I know sometimes you guys are like, oh, thanks for showing it, because I went and found it and bought it. I got this quite a while ago. I have no idea where I got it. Probably, you know, Value Village. But I don't know. But it has really cool advertising, isn't it? Type images in it. Let me scoot this a little. I'll probably bring that back in, but. And I know you're probably getting a bit of a glare, but you get the general idea. Really, really cool images. Here's one I cut out. Another one that I cut out. Marshmallows. I wonder, you know, like, did they just buy a marshmallow or what? And here are these crackers. I don't know. I don't want to go through the entire thing. I love that. But just to give you guys an idea. And I don't know if they are, you know, copywritten or anything like that. So, you know, like, she's so cute. I would love to make her into, you know, some sort of digital, but I don't know if I'm allowed to. And I don't know if they're all back here and it says what they are. It just tells you, like, if you had this, what you would sell them for, I guess. So I don't know if, I don't know if digitals can be made of these sorts of things legally. I have no idea. Anyway, so it is Country Store Antiques, Collector's Guide, if you're interested. Dawn and Carol Raycraft. Okay, so there's that. Alrighty. Over here, I had this also. More stitching, oh great. So in the pocket here, I just put this recipe card and I already inked around it. And then this flips up here, and I wanted to just, you know, glue a couple of things down for interest. This is not part of the digitals. It's just some number stamps that I have. I saw Pam at Pam's Paper Place using them quite a while back, and she said she had found them on Amazon, so I went searching. It's they look like this, and that's the information. If you are interested, it was on Amazon. So, but it just stamps the number 1, and then I cut it out and did a little line around it. So on here, I wanted to, so that to me doesn't look farm or country or anything like that. So I'm gonna add some fabric and see if that helps. Okay, and so we're gonna stitch again, and we're just gonna do a straight line stitch. I really like this, this, I don't know what you call it, plaid. I don't know if that's plaid, but I really like this fabric, and I only had a very small piece of it, and I'm sad about that. I think this is my last piece, in fact. I believe. All right, so we'll ink around this one. This one says content, and it says adjective, satisfied with what one is or has, not wanting more. Well, I'm satisfied for today. How about that? That sounds horrible, doesn't it? Okay, so my stitching is not quite great. It's just, it's okay. If you hear a little scraping, it's my cat trying to get in the back door. She's knocking and I'm ignoring. Okay, so we're just gonna use some Fabri-Tac. Let me get the little bits off the top of that. And I was just gonna put that up in this corner. And then I wanted to add this over here off to the side. I feel like it needs a little ink. Now, since I already have this glued down, you know, it would be really difficult to put it through the sewing machine. So what I do when I've done that is I just go ahead and put some stitching on the fabric, and then I put the glue, like the fabric tack, right where the stitching is, and that works. Can you hear her? She is knocking. Drives me nuts. I don't know. You know, it's like a young child is wanting in than wanting out. I do find that it is more difficult to zigzag on a small piece. It tightens the zigzag up. And then I have gotten it stuck in the sewing machine before. But it makes it a really tiny little zigzag, even though I lengthened it and widened it, but that's okay. I'm kind of probably too far to the edge. It would help if I wasn't. When I was little, my dad would get mad at us. He would say, in or out, one or the other. And then we'd be like, oh, we've got to make the decision. What's it going to be? He hated hearing the screen door in the back slam. It was an old screen door. And kind of rickety, like old wood with screen. You know, it wasn't like a modern screen door that you can get now. It was definitely an old one. And it just had one of those coil springs on it. And it was pretty tight. So when it slammed, it slammed. And I think maybe if we had been quieter about going in and out, it probably wouldn't have bothered him so much. But I think it was the sound of the door that made him so mad. Okay, so let's do that. So then I just put a little bit of glue where the stitch is. And it helps it to not seep through so much and make it look so nasty when, you know, when fabric tack seeps through. And then open this up. Put it on the other side. Okay. Do you see why it takes me so long to do a journal? I mean, that's just 2 pages, and I did a lot of it already, you know, like getting all of it ready to do this. So there's that and that. So let's see what else I have. I have this. I don't know if I want to do it right now just because I don't know what I want to do up in here. I feel like it definitely needs something. I could stamp something up in there if I had something good to stamp. I don't know. I need to, you know, cover that and stitch around it. This is one of the printouts from the HomeBookandTreasure. What do I have here? Nothing right now. Okay, I was really struggling with this one too. Let me see where we are. 34 minutes. You guys, I don't know if I should keep going or not, because this might take me a little while. So I need to back it also with something. Maybe we can do just this one and then I'll stop. So this particular page is like it's a music page for learning piano for little kids, and it's the story of the country fence, and on the other side of it, it has exercise 1, and it has like this little country scene on there. I thought that was cute. And then this is also from the Home Book and Treasure, and it's a little farm scene. Let's go ahead and just do it. Just do it, Stephanie. This paper, see, and now I don't know what I've shown you guys because of doing a couple of videos that you guys haven't seen. I don't think you have seen this paper pack. It's an authentic paper pack, and it's over there. And I don't know if you guys want me to jump up and grab it so you can see which one it is. And this is just some old, printout, or not printout, magazine, really old magazine paper. The cat is really, really wanting in. All right, so let's go ahead and just glue that down. Actually, gonna need some more. Okay. And this, I want up at the top. And so what I'm gonna do back here is just, I'm gonna take a piece of this and add it when we're done, just kind of like in a torn fashion, I think, or maybe something else that I have that's up here. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna add, but something, but I won't make you watch that. And you'll get the idea. I'll just add something so that you can write on the back of the tag. Oh my goodness. Can you tell now I'm trying to hurry? You can see that, can't you? If for some reason when I'm done and I cannot upload this video, seriously, you guys, I think I'll cry. Oh my goodness. I probably would have had that up a little higher, but forgot to ink on the back side, but that's okay. I can still do that. All right, let's go ahead and stitch. I'm gonna do it here. I'm gonna start up here. It's hard to tell where I am. some reason I feel like I want to do that crazy stitch on this one to go around it again. What do you guys think? Should I do that? I don't know. Wasting time. Maybe I won't. I'm kind of crazy stitching as it is. All right. So I'll add something here. And I'll put more glue on that. Probably with my art glitter glue. You can actually probably hear the cat now. She's actually making a fist and knocking. Oh my goodness. She's like, quit laughing and let me in. She's outside. Okay, so I was thinking on this one, I really like this sideways doing this. You guys, I like it so much. It's gonna cover up a lot of the image, but I don't care. I'm gonna have this one coming down a little bit. So what I was thinking, since this is like already glued down and everything, I was thinking that I would just take a strip of some scrap paper and attach it to this, and then attach this to this. I'm thinking that's what I'll do. Kitty. I'm going to ink it a little bit. I don't know how much any of it will show through, but I'm going to go ahead and ink it a little bit. And then this is the last thing we'll do. We'll stop at this. So what I'm thinking is that I will put, I want it to be kind of like right on the thing. Ish. Like that. That's what I'm thinking. Now this is going to probably need to dry for a second. I don't know. The cat is cracking me up. Okay. I don't want the paper to hang down so far that you see it on the other side either, so I have to be aware of that when I glue it down. Okay. Okay, scary, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna switch it to the zigzag. Where did it go, you guys? I'm so flustered right now. Okay, length, width. I wish it would keep what I put in there instead of always going back to the default. Now, as long as I go on a fairly straight line, I think I'll stay on that paper. I've got it in between my fingers here, so I think I'll stay. All right, it worked. And then piece of rickrack would be nice, don't you think? I'm thinking to stitch the rickrack on. I don't know if I've ever just taken rickrack and stitched through it without, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's cute. And then I might end up putting like a word or something on top of it. I was thinking about making some myself. I've been looking online at those also, but a lot of them are bordered or something like that that they don't look right, the colors. So I might try and make some myself today. Okay, I'm gonna glue this down and we're gonna be done for now. And then I'm gonna let the cat in. I can't really tell what I'm doing here because I want it to be not hanging off over here. Okay, that's good. Okay. I might need something up here also. We'll see. I might do something. I don't know. Okay, you guys, that is all for today. Hopefully this is one that I can actually upload for you guys to watch. Let me know if you think that it's looking farm or if it's just looking fall. Yeah, let me know. I mean, either way, it's not like I can do much about it because I'm trying to make it look farm. And if it's not, I don't know. I'm just lacking, I guess. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.